We were struck with tragedy during Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 4. We're going to be talking major spoilers from that season, so this is going to be your spoiler warning. So in this season, one of our characters takes a mighty blow to the stomach from a Stegosaurus, and that was Ben. He got impaled by a Stegosaurus thagomizer, which is that spike on the end of his tail. And they really made it seem like Ben was gonna die during this entire last few episodes of this season. You know, he was starting to hallucinate from the blood loss and the pain, and it made it seem like even though the characters were getting back together, they were bonding, they just weren't making it, one of them wasn't making it out of this alive. And honestly, I thought Kenji wasn't gonna survive this season, just because I thought he'd make like a heroic sacrifice to save Smoothie or something. Instead, it was Ben almost dying after he saved Brooklyn. And I fully assumed Kenji was going to die again because he did make a heroic sacrifice as he tried to save Ben from the Dilophosauruses, which he had like 4 of them on him and the building fall on him, but he still managed to survive. So they did another fake out for another death, just like how they did with Brooklyn and just like how they did with Ben during Camp Cretaceous, where he got attacked by the pterodactyls. But at the end of the day, after all this pain and suffering, Ben survived. Even though he died for a second on the operating table, he survived his injury and was able to live on with his friends. It does make sense why they didn't take him out of this season and how one of them didn't die. They wanted to make sure it was kind of like a happy ending where the character stories got wrapped up. It is a kid's show, so it does make sense, but still, like I totally thought they were gonna have consequences and one of them wasn't gonna make it. But at the end of the day, it was a nice story, wrapped up the characters, and even though they made us worry for a moment, I'm glad he survived the season. But let me know, what did you think about this fake out and how they dealt with possibly taking out one of their characters?